award karne congratulations day. Agote koilisu aru. It's our honor to have you in this platform. It's mute hoye asa.
So thank you, sir. The more opportunity of the platform.
No, it's our pleasure.
ইকো হৈছে নেকি ৰিফাত ইকো হৈছে
লগইন কৰ
Anupam, please.
Okay, so good evening to all of you. Let me first welcome you all to this session of 15-minute Hikha. So before beginning, let me just highlight what we are trying to do through 15-minute forum. So let me just share the screen to show you our activities. Okay, of course, today we have among us Dr. Bappi Pal, and he'll be talking about carbon dioxide, a greenhouse gas to future fuel. And before that, we just want to say that 15-minute Hikkar Jugedi, ami bibhinno bishayot বিজ্ঞানৰ যেনেকৈ কেমিষ্ট্ৰি ফিজিক্স মেথমেটিক্স ইকনমিক্স হিষ্ট্ৰি আৰু আৰ্টিফিচিয়েল ইণ্টেলিজেন্স এনেকুৱা বিভিন্ন বিষয়ৰ ওপৰত আমি আমাৰ সমল ব্যক্তি কিছুমান বিশেষজ্ঞক আমি মাতি আনো আৰু তেখেতক আমি অনুৰোধ জনাও যাতে নিজৰ বিষয়টোৰ ওপৰত তেখেতসকলে বক্তব্য দাঙি ধৰে আৰু তাৰোপৰি আমাৰ কিছুমান আৰু স্পেচিয়েল প্ৰগ্ৰাম আছে য'ত আমি কাৰোবাৰ হয়তো কেনেকৈ তেওঁলোকে আগবাঢ়ি গ'ল সৰুৰে পৰা অসমতে পঢ়ি কেনেকৈ তেওঁলোকে প্ৰতিষ্ঠিত হ'লগৈ সেই বিষয়েও কেতিয়াবা আমি ক'বলৈ অনুৰোধ জনাওঁ বা কেৰিয়াৰ সংক্ৰান্ততো আমি কিছুমান ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীৰ কামত আহিব পৰাকৈ অনুষ্ঠান আগবঢ়াওঁ আৰু এটা বিশেষ শিতান আছিলে আমাৰ নোবেল প্ৰাইজৰ ওপৰত যাতে আমাৰ সকলো ৰাইজে বুজি পোৱাকৈ নোবেল প্ৰাইজ উইনাৰ সকলৰ অৱদানৰ বিষয়েও আমি ক'বলৈ চেষ্টা কৰোঁ আৰু বিশেষ আজি আমি খুবেই সুখী হৈছোঁ যে আমাৰ মাজত আজি উপস্থিত আছে ডক্টৰ বাপ্পি পাল আৰু তেখেতৰ বিষয়ে হয়তো বহুতে ইতিমধ্যে গম পাইছেই যে তেওঁ এইবাৰ বিজ্ঞান যুৱা শান্তি স্বৰূপ ভাটনাগৰৰ বঁটাৰে বিভূষিত হৈছে আৰু সকলোৱে হয়তো জানেই এই বঁটাৰ গুৰুত্বৰ কথা তথাপিও আমি কওঁ যে ভাৰতৰ বিজ্ঞানৰ ক্ষেত্ৰখনত ৪৫ বছৰতকৈ তলৰ যিসকল বিজ্ঞানী আছে সেইসকলৰ বাবে এয়া এক সৰ্বোচ্চ সন্মান বুলি ক'ব পাৰি আৰু আমাৰ বাবে খুবেই আনন্দৰ কথা যে ডক্টৰ বাপ্পি পাল নগাঁও জিলাৰ লংকা চহৰত তেখেতৰ জন্ম হৈছিল তাৰপাছত তেওঁ উমৰাংচুত স্কুলীয়া শিক্ষা গ্ৰহণ কৰিলে তাৰপাছত তেওঁ ছেইণ্ট এডভান্সত তেওঁৰ আণ্ডাৰ গ্ৰেজুৱেট ডিগ্ৰী কৰাৰ পাছত NIT শিলচৰৰ পৰা মাষ্টাৰ ডিগ্ৰী আৰু PhD কৰিলে তাৰপাছত তেওঁ বিভিন্ন পোষ্ট ডক্টৰেল ফেলোশ্বিপ তেওঁ লাভ কৰিছিল তাৰ ভিতৰত কেইটামান মই কৈ দিছোঁ যেনেকৈ ৰামানুজন স্কলাৰশ্বিপ খুবেই প্ৰেষ্টিজিয়াছ বা জাপানৰ যি JSPS পোষ্ট ডক্টৰেল ফেলোশ্বিপ বা নিউটন ফেলোশ্বিপ UKৰ গতিকে এইবিলাক খুবেই প্ৰেষ্টিজিয়াছ পোষ্ট ডক্টৰেল ফেলোশ্বিপ তেওঁ পাইছিলে আৰু তাৰপাছত তেওঁ এতিয়া বৰ্তমান গান্ধীনগৰৰ যিটো নেশ্যনেল ইউনিভাৰ্চিটি অফ ফৰেনচিক চায়েন্সেছ তাত তেওঁ সহকাৰী অধ্যাপক ৰূপে কৰ্মৰত গতিকে আৰু ডক্টৰ বাপ্পি পালে প্ৰথমে তেওঁৰ এই গুৰুত্বপূৰ্ণ অৱদানৰ কথা ক'ব কাৰ্বন ডাই অক্সাইডক কিদৰে ফিউচাৰ ফুৱেল হিচাপে আমি পাব পাৰোঁ আৰু দ্বিতীয়তে তেখেতে আমাৰ যিহেতু গৱেষকসকলে বা ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলে বহুতো স্কলাৰশ্বিপ বা স্কিম আছে আমাৰ গভৰ্ণমেণ্টৰ যিবিলাকৰ বিষয়ে তেওঁলোকে ভালকৈ নাজানে গতিকে সেই বিষয়ে ক'ব গতিকে মই আৰু দীঘলীয়া নকৰি ডক্টৰ বাপ্পি পালক অনুৰোধ জনাইছোঁ তেওঁৰ বক্তব্য দাঙি ধৰিবলৈ
Thank you, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Hi.
You are audible. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So thank you, sir, for giving me this platform, sir. আজি really মই বহুত proudly কৰি আছোঁ যেন ধুনীয়া প্লেটফৰ্ম পাইছোঁ যে ছায়েন্সৰ কাৰণে ছায়েন্সৰ বিষয়ে ডিছকাছ কৰিব পাৰিম মই sir, thank you, sir. Recently আপুনি ইন্ট্ৰডিউচ কৰিলে যেন মই ৰিচেণ্টলি এৱাৰ্ড পালোঁ শান্তিস্বৰূপ ভাটনাগৰ এৱাৰ্ড পালোঁ মই এইটো এৱাৰ্ডটো মই এক্সপেক্ট কৰা নাই ছাডেনলি অলপ ছাডেন মোৰ ওচৰত আহি গ'ল এৱাৰ্ডটো আৰু ফাৰ্ষ্ট টাইম হৈছে যেন ইমান মানে কম এজত এৱাৰ্ডটো মোক দিছে মানে this is the first time in the history of Santeshwar Bhatnagar that anyone got in the age of 34 আৰু যেতিয়া পৰা পাইছো তেতিয়া অসম পুৰা এন্টাৰ অসমে মোক বহুত সাপোৰ্ট কৰিছে বহুত মানে এনকাৰেজ কৰিছে ঠিক আছে তাৰ কাৰণে মই থ্যাঙ্কফুল আৰু এটো প্ল্যাটফর্ম থ্ৰু মই ক'ব পাৰো প্লিজ পুৰা এন্টাৰ অসম মোৰ কাৰণে প্ৰে কৰিব যেন মই আৰু ভাল কাম কৰি যাব পাৰো আৰু গ্লোৰি আনিব পাৰো অসমৰ কাৰণে আজিৰ যোনটো মই প্ৰেজেন্টেশন টক দিব বিচাৰিছো বেসিক্যালি ফাৰ্স্ট পাৰ্ট মই অলপ কাৰ্বন ডাই অক্সাইড বিষয়ে ডিসকাস কৰিম তাৰ পিছত মই মোৰ এচিভমেন্ট মই কি কৰিছো কাৰ্বন ডাই অক্সাইড যাৰ কাৰণে মোক এটো মানে এৱাৰ্ডটো দিয়া হ'ল আৰু ফিউচাৰ কি কৰি আছো এইবিলাক মই ডিসকাস কৰিম তাৰ লগতে মই ভ্যাৰাইটিজ টাইপ অফ স্কিম আছে গভৰ্নমেন্ট স্কিম আছে গভৰ্নমেন্ট বহুত ৰকমৰ স্কিম আছে আমি নৰ্থ ইষ্টৰ মানুহ কমপ্লিটলি আনৱেৰ এবাউট দিস স্কিম মানে ভাল অসমৰ লৰা মানে ৰিয়েলি দে আৰ ব্ৰিলিয়েন্ট ঠিক আছে কিন্তু স্কিম কেটা গম নেপায় আমি যেতিয়ালৈকে স্কিম গম নেপাও আমি এপ্লাই নকৰো যেতিয়ালৈকে এপ্লাই নকৰো আমি কিবা এৱাৰ্ড নেপাও বা কিবা নেপাও so I will try to মই aware কৰাৰ চেষ্টা কৰিম যে এইবিলাক স্কিম আমি এপ্লাই কৰিব লাগে and we should apply this scheme for the betterment of our science so মই slide to share কৰি আছো মোৰ কামৰ sir the slide is visible sir
Hi.
Yes, it's visible. Yes.
yes basically as we know the carbon dioxide which is a greenhouse gas আমি এটো কার্বন ডাই অক্সাইড কৰিলে আমি দূৰত থাকো যেন কার্বন ডাই অক্সাইড পৰা দূৰত থাকিব লাগে আমি কার্বন ডাই অক্সাইড মানে কিবা গাড়ীৰ পৰা পলিউশন হৈ আছে কি আছে আমি কৈ থাকো যে কার্বন ডাই অক্সাইড ইজ এ পলিউশন উই শুড আমি ক্রিটিসাইজ কৰি থাকো কার্বন ডাই অক্সাইড but মই বিলিভ কৰো on my perspective just in this universe whatever present in the nature is have there is some potential ইউনিভাৰ্সত কিবা এটা গ্যাস হোক বা কিবা এটা বস্তু বাই ন্যাচারালি প্রডিউস হয়ে আছে ঠিক আছে it has some potential today you are not using this but tomorrow we will be using this gases or whatever the naturally available resources we have so carbon dioxide বিষয়ে আমি বহুত কম জানো যেন কি carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas বুলি সবে জান পায় from school level to everyone knows about carbon dioxide greenhouse gas but this carbon dioxide can be used as a future fuel so how this carbon dioxide has been used as a future fuel and it is practical previously it was not practical but nowadays it is practical already several plants has been established throughout the India throughout the abroad for carbon dioxide management so as we know that the global into an observatory desk survey kori thake thik ase that every year the level of carbon dioxide bari ase every year apni sabo carbon dioxide you initially 1960 jiman asle every year drastically bari ase it is a big concern among the researcher and itu karone it is not like that all countries are not taking any step every countries are taking some step and recently apni khunise sage Paris agreement through where all the countries come together in Paris and they have signed an agreement that we will promise to reduce the carbon dioxide gas emitted from the industry the naturally occur carbon dioxide is okay which is required for plant growth as well as for human everything is required is okay but I mean industry pora iman produce kori asu carbon dioxide where the balance is disrupted due to balance as a balance between the consumption or user completely disturbed hoye ase so there is a urgent necessary to use carbon dioxide as some of the source control the use of carbon dioxide so as we know global house gas greenhouse cause a remarkable change in carbon dioxide emission the imbalance hoye ase carbon cycle bitorot are due to presence of carbon dioxide as we know that ajikali amar temperature bari ase the temperature which we are the summer the temperature that we are used to have in Assam say around 30 or right now we are having 34 35 every year temperature is increasing by 1 degree or a half degree every year temperature increases tar mother carbon dioxide is one of the reason which is which because of which there is a global greenhouse gases global warming hoye ase tar karone eta problematic create kori ase our carbon dioxide not only is affecting the globe, as well as due to excess presence of carbon dioxide, people are getting high blood pressure, headache, vomiting, various type of heart attacks, different types of problems are coming because of carbon dioxide. So we are in danger. To be honest, we are in danger if it is not minimized or not controlled, because industry is also required. Industry বাড়ি আছে, দিনে দিনে industry বাড়ি আছে, ঠিক আছে, তার industry বাড়ি আছে মানে carbon dioxide production বাড়ি আছে, but it is not maintained. আমি মেইনটেইন আমি এটি ইউজ কৰি পৰা নাই, ৰিলিজ কৰি আছে, এটমস্ফিয়াৰ ৰিলিজ কৰি আছো, এটমস্ফিয়াৰৰ কাৰণে গ্লোবাল ৱাৰ্মিং হৈ আছে আৰু আমি প্ৰবলেম ফেচ কৰি আছো, বাট উই আৰ নট থিংকিং এবাউট হাউ টু মেইনটেইন দিস, হাউ টু কন্ট্ৰোল দিস. So we are in really in danger. The maximum ppm level where the human can sustain due to data recorded as 450 ppm approximately we can sustain, means it is easy, no mane ami iman problem face no koru. Kintu etia juntu current trend rating ase according to the 2009 data, তাৰ পিছত 409.2 ppm আছে আমাৰ, আর 450 আহিবলে বেছি দিন নাই. এইটো কাৰণে আমি চাই আছো যে গ্লোবাল ওয়ার্মিং বেছি হৈ আছে, দিনে দিনে গ্লোবাল ওয়ার্মিং তো বেছি হৈ আছে, টেম্পারেচার রাইজ হৈ আছে, এভরি প্রবলেম হৈ আছে. Along with that, the ocean is we are covered by 3% of the maximum of the part we are covered by the ocean, means the river, water is there. Okay, and ocean of as a carbon dioxide, when we react with water, it convert carbonic acid, so which is very dangerous. So everywhere we are surrounded with carbon dioxide and we are polluting the environment. So there is an urgent necessary that we should think about how to solve this problem. So everywhere contribution. Our কথা আমি গম পাও যেন মানে every countries are producing carbon dioxide, but every time India is being blamed that India is producing huge amount of carbon dioxide. Every year you can see that United States, which is the highest production of carbon dioxide, United States, China, they are highest production of carbon dioxide, along with that Russia, India. And আমি যেটা যিমান মডার্নাইজ হৈ আছো, আমি ইমান ইন্ডাস্ট্রি গ্রো কৰি আছো আর ইমান carbon dioxide produce কৰি আছো, but this carbon dioxide is not used in proper way. Similarly, the maximum the electric generation, that means আমি electricity produce কৰো, ঠিক আছে, যেটা electricity produce কৰো, the carbon dioxide emission হৈ আছে, manufacturing construction, everywhere carbon dioxide is produced in huge amount. Carbon dioxide is not on minimum amount, carbon dioxide is produced in huge amount, but we are not thinking how we can solve this problem. The problem and opportunities. Jetia problem ase amar osor opportunity ase. This is the real fact. When there is a problem, there is an opportunity. আমি opportunity কারণ তেতিয়া লগে না ভাবো, যেতিয়া লগে problem না পাও আমি, যেতিয়া আমি কিবা problem face কৰো তেতিয়া আমি opportunity কথা ভাবো. So যেতিয়া carbon dioxide increase হৈ আছে, there is opportunity that we can do something to reduce the carbon dioxide emission. So rising anisotropic CO2 level increase হৈ আছে, আৰু day by day আমি গম পাও fossil fuel যে reservoir আছে এটো কম হৈ আছে. Right now we are depending on Russia or Arab country for fossil fuel, but the fossil fuel reservoir is very limited. Now also we are shifting to solar cell, but solar cell we require solar cell or battery, we require lithium reservoir, which is also very limited. So there should be more alternative. So we came out with some alternative that where carbon dioxide can be used as a renewable resources. Joram carbon dioxide in presence of some catalyst আমি কিবা ম্যাজিক কৰি ভ্যারাইটিস টাইপ অফ আমি প্রোডাক্ট বানাবো পারো. Not only ethanol, methanol, is like varieties type of compounds, urea, varieties type of compounds আমি বানাবো পারো. So আমি ইন্ডাস্ট্রিয়ালি আৰু আমি অ্যাওয়ারনেস থাকিব লাগিব যে আমি কার্বন ডাইঅক্সাইড এজ এ গ্লোবাল গ্যাস বুলি এৰিজ কৰিব নালাগে, এজ এ চ্যালেঞ্জ হিচাপে লৈ আমি এইটো ভ্যারাইটিস কি কৰিব পাৰো এইটো ভাবিব লাগিব আমাৰ. আমি এতিয়া যদি না ভাবো আমি কার্বন ডাইঅক্সাইড সলিউশনের কারণে it will be a big problem among all of us. Society karone problem, country karone problem, universe karone problem. So what are the strategies available? Am ki koribe parbo etia lage establish ki hoise carbon dioxide loi. So first of all carbon dioxide loi establish hoise hol ami urea banao jetu industry already established, cyclic carbonate which is used for in medicinal purpose, salicylic acid, these three are very commonly used in industry and it is established commercially, it is established. মানে আমি ইউরিয়া বানাবলে আমি কার্বন ডাইঅক্সাইড ইউজ কৰি আছো বা সাইক্লিক কার্বনেট ইউজ কৰি আছো বা সিলিসাইলিক এসিড বনাই আছো কার্বন ডাইঅক্সাইড, তো ইট ইজ এস্টাবলিশ হৈ গল অলৰেডি. আৰু কি কৰিব পাৰো তাৰ পিছত এটা ৰিসেন্ট ডেভেলপমেন্ট হৈ আছে যেন কি আমি ইথানল বনাব পাৰো, ফর্মিক এসিড বনাব পাৰো, ডাইমিথাইল কার্বনেট বনাব পাৰো, এটো মিনিমাম তাৰ লগত আৰু ভ্যারাইটিস টাইপ অফ কেমিক্যালস আমি বনাবো কার্বন ডাইঅক্সাইডৰ পৰা. আৰু that expenditure also বহুত limited expenditure because আমাৰ carbon dioxide is easily available in atmosphere. Just we have to capture this carbon dioxide and use this carbon dioxide. So developing technology ভিতৰত methanol এটা মই discuss কৰি আছো. যোন মোৰ research topic carbon dioxide to ethanol, it starts from carbon dioxide to methanol. From carbon dioxide to methanol to carbon dioxide ethanol it came. So carbon dioxide to আপোনাৰ methanol, তাৰপিছত dimethyl carbonate, formic acid, it is establishing now. আৰু আমি গম পাওঁ Professor George A. Ola the Nobel Prize পাইছে because of the process for synthesis of carbon dioxide to methanol. তেওঁ carbon dioxide to methanol process establish কৰাৰ কাৰণে তেওঁ Nobel Prize পাইছে আৰু তেওঁ plant establish কৰিছে যোনটো মানে আমি ল্যাবত কাম কৰো ল্যাবৰ পৰা যোনটো এটো প্ৰ্যাকটিক্যাল ফিল্ডত লৈ গৈছে আৰু Professor George Ola তেওঁ দুখাই গল তেওঁৰ লগত Dr. G.K. Prakash যেনে ইণ্ডিয়ান the দুজন collaborate কৰি এটা industry set up কৰিছে and industry is working very nicely. I to invested investment from Volvo company and all the countries people are investing. And teo technology to loi eti amar Indian NTPC, IOCL sobe plan lagai ase. Everyone is setting up the plan for conversion of carbon dioxide to methanol, carbon dioxide to methane, carbon dioxide to different other gases, different other valuable products. So carbon dioxide or pra use kora carbon dioxide to use kora etu notun nohoy. Etu already established hoi goise aru it is coming in practical. We will be knowing more about this conversion of carbon dioxide to methanol, ethanol in near future. I mean, aware no. I mean, carbon dioxide is a global greenhouse gas bully compound. Into global warming problem, it to go. Into carbon dioxide is a potential for different synthesis of different chemical. We very little know about these things. So, Professor George Ola, they were established along with Dr. G.K. Surya Prakash for a first plan. যোনটো আইসল্যান্ডত কৰিছে তেওঁ এস্টাবলিশ তেওঁ কি কৰি আছে তেওঁ কাৰ্বন ডাইঅক্সাইড ক্যাপচাৰ কৰি আছে which is available in atmosphere and in presence of hydrogen is converted to methanol যেতিয়া কাৰ্বন ডাইঅক্সাইড হাইড্ৰোজেনেশন কৰে এটো বেসিক্যালি process hydrogenation reaction process with carbon dioxide capture কৰি along with hydrogen reaction কৰি আমি ডাইৰেক্ট methanol পাই আছো methanol লগত some water by product আৰু কিবা syngas CO এইবিলাক বাই প্ৰডাক্ট পাও কিন্তু আমি মিথানল সেপাৰেট কৰি মিথানল এসে কমাৰ্শিয়ালি আমি ইউজ কৰিব পাৰো খালি এটো নহয় ইভেন জাপানত মিছিবিছি কেমিক্যাল যোনটো জাপানৰ ওয়ার্ল্ড রিনাউন্ড কেমিক্যাল ইন্ডাস্ট্রি ওয়ার্ল্ডৰ টপ 5 কেমিক্যাল ইন্ডাস্ট্রি ভিতৰত মিছিবিছি কেমিক্যাল ইন্ডাস্ট্রি আহে they have also established this plan where carbon dioxide is converted to methanol. And methanol can be further converted to olefin, where it is a DME, different type of compound it can be converted. Etia jeti am koi asu carbon dioxide am convert kori asu to methanol, ethanol or something gases. Etia eta kotha hai jen ki hydrogen ami to use kori asu. Hydrogen is very expensive and very difficult to handle. So from where we can get hydrogen? So hydrogen karone am photo catalysis বা varieties of photo electrochemical reaction water of splitting kori ami hydrogen produce kore paru. This hydrogen can be used as a ingredient for conversion of carbon dioxide to methanol. Then come Germany to same plan established kora hoise for conversion of carbon dioxide to methanol. So carbon dioxide and methanol মানে entire world is concerned about how to deal with carbon dioxide. So they are establishing a plan. So government, various countries have taken initiative to set up a simultaneously a carbon dioxide conversion plan along with the whatever industry. If you are using a thermal power plant, if you are having thermal power plant, there should be a carbon dioxide conversion plan also, where carbon dioxide can be captured and converted to value-added chemicals. So every developed country have already started this initiative, and governments are giving carbon credit. If you are having good carbon credit, then you will have some subsidy in the taxes. So every country are taking this type of initiative. So you reduce the releasing of the carbon dioxide less, so you will get benefit in the tax. So in this way, initiative has been taken. And recently, Indian government also have taken this initiative. That if you have good carbon credit in your account, then you will have little tax subsidies. Okay. So this initiative has been taken. So carbon dioxide to methanol is a known process and it is well established process, and people are establishing plan. And now it is in a phase where it can be increased, where the efficiency can be increased. So production of hydrogen, as I mentioned, this is also a challenging thing because hydrogen is used for the conversion carbon dioxide to anything. So for that, from where we can get the hydrogen? So hydrogen can be, if we can use energy upgradation, where the chemical and steel plant produce lots of hydrogen. From there we can collect. We can use from the renewable fuel. From there we can generate hydrogen, and that hydrogen can be used. Basically, there should be a streamline. If there is a thermal industry, along with this thermal industry, there should be a renewable energy industry for fuel for hydrogen production, and simultaneously whatever carbon dioxide is released, that can be converted to a valuable product. This type of streamline should be done for industrial regulation. So which many countries are taking this type of regulation, and we as an Indian, we should also proceed to think about this type of innovation, that along with the thermal industry or any industry which produce huge amount of carbon dioxide, along with that there should be a sideline carbon dioxide conversion industry also, where carbon dioxide can be converted to value-added product. So in this way we can reduce the emission of carbon dioxide, and we can control the global warming in some extent. International Space Station, I mean Gompao, Tatu carbon dioxide is big challenging thing, because the International Space Station is completely packed chamber. So when there is in the packed chamber, there is CO2 is there, production is there. Okay, when CO2 production is there, then we have to remove this CO2 from the space station also, because after if there is a huge amount of CO2, we will feel this vomiting, heart attack, many problems will become. So when carbon dioxide release from the space station, there is a release of oxygen also. So International Space Station is very expensive station. So where everything should be reused or some solution should be there. So they come with a solution where carbon dioxide can be reacted with hydrogen to give water and methane. Methane can be used as a fuel. This water can be used as it can be break into oxygen and hydrogen with the help of water splitting or any electrochemical reactions. And this oxygen can be again supplied in the International Space Station. Astronaut can use, and simultaneously carbon dioxide can be used to convert methanol. A chain process that they have established. So carbon dioxide means is very problematic for the human people basically, but no doubt carbon dioxide is necessary for plant growth, everything. Without plants and all, we cannot get oxygen. That is all necessary, but this balance is completely disrupted nowadays. So we have to find out some solution where we can deal with carbon dioxide, and if we are not dealing with carbon dioxide right now, it will be very big problem in the future, and we are very in a danger stage. You can see that we are in the 4.9 ppm. It is very near 409 ppm. It is very near to the danger level. So we should think about how to convert. So what I do in the lab, what I did, so that for that this award has been given to me. Basically, if you see, there are 3 routes for conversion of carbon dioxide to ethanol. First thing, as I mentioned, carbon dioxide can be converted to methanol where plant has been established. Then from this methanol, we used to do homogenization reaction in presence of the catalyst, and we get ethanol. Another important route for the production of carbon dioxide ethanol is that we used to react carbon dioxide with methane to produce syngas. Then syngas can be converted to ethanol, or carbon dioxide to methane to syngas, then syngas to methanol, then methanol to ethanol. So this is a long process, complicated process. There is 2-step process to convert dioxide to ethanol. So I and my research group, which is working in Japan, we have developed a process where carbon dioxide can be directly converted to ethanol. How? In presence of water and a catalyst. In presence of water and catalyst, we can convert carbon dioxide. No doubt there is a requirement of hydrogen. With the hydrogen, it is not possible. Basically, this is a hydrogenation reaction. We are reacting carbon dioxide with water and hydrogen to give ethanol, direct conversion of ethanol. This is the process we develop. Previous process, you can see there is a stepwise process. First step, then again second step, first step, then second step. So we have developed a process where carbon dioxide can be directly converted to ethanol, and this ethanol can be used as a future fuel. As we know that nowadays, Government of India has taken initiative, not only Government of India, every country, sub-country initiative to convert to blend ethanol with your crude oil. So blending, 20% blending. Previously it was for 15% blending. Right now it is government has approved for 20% blending. Some countries approve 30% blending. So blending can be done with ethanol. Right now the main ethanol source production is from the sugarcane industry. They produce the maximum huge amount of ethanol in bulk quantity. But there is a limitation. The limitation will not come today, but after 50 years there will be limitation from where so much sugar can be produced, so much ethanol can be produced. There should be an alternative use. So we are giving a procedure where we can convert carbon dioxide to ethanol directly in presence of catalyst, where we are solving the problem of global warming, as well as we are getting our valuable chemicals, the ethanol. So basically this is the reaction scheme where carbon dioxide react with hydrogen in presence of water to give ethanol. This is a very simple process. And we have developed rhodonium supported on iron and silica catalyst, which catalyst also is very synthesis of catalyst is very simple. In one step you can synthesize and you can use it for conversion of CO2 to ethanol. Initially we have done the reaction in a batch scale, basically in a par reactor type reactor on jar type. In the jar type we have added water, and along with that we have added hydrogen and CO2 gas, and directly we are getting our product. But industry does not want in a batch scale. Industry want continuous flow. Means once you have loaded the catalyst and once you have given carbon dioxide, you will give carbon dioxide and hydrogen continuously, you will get a product. So initially, first result we get in this par reactor, in a batch reactor. This is called as a batch reactor. This very simple reactor, this batch reactor. Then we came out with continuous flow reactor. In this step, what we did, we have loaded the catalyst in the reactor, and we have passed the CO2 gas and hydrogen gas, and we have passed the water in the form of vapor. We have vaporized water and we have passed the stream. Okay, and simultaneously we are getting ethanol continuous flow. And this reactions was continued for 50 hours. Till 50 hours, we are continuously getting ethanol. So this type of reactor setup, where carbon dioxide, hydrogen gases were used through the reactor chamber. At here, catalyst is loaded, catalyst bed, and we are getting ethanol continuous flow till 50 hours. Once you are loading, we are adding the carbon dioxide and hydrogen, and continuously you are getting ethanol. This is a continuous flow reactor, which industry wants continuous flow. This is the setup which we develop in the lab. This type of setup we have developed in the lab, and we are performing this reaction where carbon dioxide is converted to ethanol in a single step. There is no multiple steps, carbon dioxide to ethanol. So right now we are in the stage, industry knows your product in the form of TRL level. When you deal with some industry that we want to commercialize something, they will ask in which TRL level it is. First thing is that TRL level 1 is a basic principle, some idea you have, then concept you have. Right now in a stage that we have validated in the lab that this carbon dioxide into ethanol can be converted, and we got a patent for that. And right now we are in touch with many industry for commercialization. So many industry have shown interest, like NTPC, many industry have shown interest for setting up for commercialization of this patent, where we will doing the reaction in a continuous flow. So long step we have to go for the complete product can be seen, like Professor George Ola, who have his own plan, like for our own plan in India for carbon dioxide ethanol, we require some time. Hopefully we will very soon, if we get a support from the industry, we will be having the carbon dioxide to ethanol plan. Right now we have already carbon dioxide to methanol plan, and many industry are already started production carbon dioxide to methanol. So very soon we will be having the carbon dioxide to ethanol plan. So right now we are in one step where right now what I'm doing research. Right now we have got a confirmation that carbon dioxide can be converted to ethanol. Right now we believe that me and my professor in Japan, we are in touch, and we are thinking that in this reaction we are using water in the form of stream we are using, or water is used in this reaction. So when there is water, we are thinking that it may be because of the electrolyte, some reactions taking place, some cathodic, anodic reaction taking place. Okay, so water can because of electrolyte. So right now we are trying to check. We are setting up a new reactor. We are designing. This is the design reactor we are designing, where in the batch reactor only we are passing the CO2 gas, as well as we are giving current and checking whether the efficiency is increasing or not. So right now I mean it research kori asu further that electrolyte it reaction, basically this reaction is thermocatalytic reaction. Right now we are checking whether this is also a electrochemical reactions or not. So we are trying to confirm. So it process sustainable hoy kina, it big challenging thing. Yes, it is 100% sustainable, and it's atom economy, highly efficiency, no use of hazardous chemical. I mean কোনো chemical use করে না, hazardous chemical কোনো use করে না, and utilize on renewable raw material. যিবিলাক use কৰি আছো, কার্বন ডাই অক্সাইড use কৰি unreacted কিবা কার্বন ডাই থাকি গলে again আমি recycle কৰি আকৌ use কৰিব পাৰো. আর কার্বন the raw material basically কিবা ইন্ডাস্ট্রি খুলিবলে people think about the raw material to কৰ পৰা পাম. আর আমার কার্বন ডাই অক্সাইড জন্য রিসার্চ করে কার্বন ডাই অক্সাইড raw material is available in the atmosphere. We can just capture it and we have to use it, raw material. So it is highly sustainable. And already Professor George Ola have proven that carbon dioxide to methanol is possible. So if we work more on this, we can come out with a process with carbon dioxide to ethanol. So carbon dioxide can be used for different type of products. Khali carbon dioxide to ethanol hoy. Carbon dioxide, if I bhalke use kori chemistry lab, if we do good research, carbon dioxide converted to various value-added chemical. It's not 1-2 chemicals. Lots of chemicals can be used for conversion of carbon dioxide to various other chemicals. And carbon capture and conversion can reduce global emission. At least 100% of global warming কম কৰিব ন, carbon dioxide কম কৰিব ন, at least 10% বা 5% কম কৰিব পাৰিলে মানে বহুত কম হলে আমি ট্রাই কৰি আছো যে কিবা আমি সব যদি ইনিশিয়েটিভ লও, আমি at least সবাই মিলি আমি at least carbon dioxide কিবা কোনবা কেমিক্যাল বনাই আছে, কোনবা ইথানল বনাই আছে, কি মিথানল বনাই আছে, ভ্যারাইটিস কাম যদি সবাই মিলি যদি আমি ইনিশিয়েটিভ লও, আমি এটা কিবা চেঞ্জ কৰিব পাৰিম। আৰু এটো নহয় যে খালি কার্বন ডাইঅক্সাইড আমি কিবা যদি ইউজ কৰিব পাৰো, without money it will not work. So if you come up with some technology, there is money. So 1 trillion market আছে এটো varieties chemical ওপৰত. So we should think about, as a chemist আমি ভাবিব লাগিব যেন কি আমি কি কৰিব পাৰো কার্বন ডাইঅক্সাইড। মই কার্বন ডাইঅক্সাইড ইথানল কৰি আছো, কোনবা বেলেগ কেমিক্যালৰ কাৰণে ভাবিব পাৰে। So various carbon dioxide can be used as a potential, আমি as a hazardous gases হিসাবে নলয়, আমি যদি as a potential chemical হিসাবে লও, it will be very good for the society. And thank you for giving me this platform. I am very honored to receive this platform and to share some idea about carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide is not a global warming greenhouse gas. It can be used as a chemical also. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for your wonderful description of your research work. And it's a very relevant theme actually. So, and we have several questions, but probably before going on to the questions, because there is a second aspect of your talk where you'll be talking about various scholarships and schemes that our researchers or students are unaware of. And we have seen, particularly in the northeastern region, that people are really not aware. The students should have more awareness so that they can take advantage of these schemes. So maybe you can also say about that, and then we'll again go back to the questions regarding carbon dioxide and this conversion into fuel, etc. There are several questions already.
Yes, okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Basically, আমি নর্থ ইস্ট পিপল, উই আর নট এভার, আমি খালি রিসার্চ কৰি থাকিলে বা আমি পঢ়ি থাকিলে আমি 90%, 99%, 100% লৈ আহিলো, বাট দিস ইজ নট দ্য সলিউশন। ইফ আমি যদি গভর্নমেন্ট স্কিম কেটা ইউজ নকৰো, ঠিক আছে, গভর্নমেন্ট স্কিম মানে কি, কিবা বেনিফিটের কারণে দি আছে, এই বেনিফিটটো যদি আমি নলও, তো ইটস নো ইউজ। ইউ শুড বি, ইফ ইউ আর রিসার্চার, ইউ শুড বি মাল্টিডিসিপ্লিনারি, ইউ শুড অ্যাভয়েড all the scheme. More than 20 countries I have visited, but I have not spent any single money from my pocket. All the 20 countries I have visited, I have spent the money, I have taken the money from the government and different funding agencies. So আমি গম পাব লাগিব যেন কি আমি কেনেকুৱাকে আমি স্কিম কেটা এভিল কৰিব পাৰো। এটো কাৰণে আমি কি কৰিব লাগিব? ফার্স্ট অফ অল যেনেকুৱা কি আছে লিন্ডো নোবেল লৰেট মিটিং স্কিম, যে DST স্পন্সৰ কৰে তাত আমি কি কৰো তাত কি অপৰচুনিটি আছে তাত ইয়ং সাইন্টিস্ট বিলাক যোন আছে যোন মাস্টাৰ ডিগ্ৰী কৰি আছে কোনোবা PhD কৰি আছে কোনোবা পোস্ট ডক কৰি আছে they will get the opportunity to go to Germany and spend 7 days with the Nobel laureate. There will be Nobel laureate gathering where that Nobel laureate, more than 30-40 Nobel laureates will be together in one house. There will discussion about science. It is a very good platform. So তাতে আমি স্কিমটো এপ্লাই কৰিব লাগিব এতিয়া চলি আছে যে DST ওয়েবসাইটে যদি আমি যাও তাত লিন্ডো নোবেল লৰ্ড মিটিংৰ কল চলি আছে 2016 মই আৰু অসমৰ পৰা বিতুপন বট্টাকুৰ বুলি এজন আছে ফ্ৰেণ্ড তেজপুৰ ইউনিভাৰ্চিটি দুজনে আমি পাইছো তাৰ পিছৰ ইমান দেখা নাই মানে মানুহ এপ্লাই কৰা অসমৰ পৰা বাহিৰৰ মানুহ লিষ্টত যেতিয়া দেখো বাহিৰৰ মানুহ এপ্লাই কৰি আছে কিন্তু আমাৰ অসমৰ মানুহ এপ্লাই নকৰে নেপায় কিয় স্কিম কেটা গম নেপায় এটো গভৰ্নমেন্টৰো ইনিচিয়েটিভ লব লাগে আমি এছে ৰিসাৰ্চ স্কলাৰ আমি এছে টিচাৰ ফেকাল্টি আমিও ইনিচিয়েটিভ লব লাগে যেন কি অ্যাৱাৰনেস এমং দ্য ষ্টুডেন্টস মই গম পাইছো মোৰ লগৰ মানুহ কব লাগে এতিয়া মই প্ল্যাটফৰ্ম পাইছো বুলি মই কব পাৰি আছো যেন কি লিন্ডো নোবেল মেটেৰিয়েল কল চলি আছে DST that chemistry call কৰি আছে এই বছৰ next year physics call কৰিব তাৰ পিছত biology call কৰিব medicinal science call কৰিব arts call কৰিব every year change হৈ থাকে তো আমি এপ্লাই কৰিব লাগিব এই বছৰ কেমিষ্ট্ৰি কল চলি আছে আমি এপ্লাই কৰিব লাগিব যদি আমি এপ্লাই কৰো তেতিয়া আমি যাব পাৰিম আমি যদি এপ্লাই নকৰো আমি অপৰচুনিটি নাপাও আমি কম যে আমাক তো লৈ যোৱা নাই ঠিক আছে আমি এপ্লাই কৰা নাই আমি যদি এপ্লাই কৰো তেতিয়া আমাক লৈ যাব তা এটো এপ্লাই কৰিব লাগে যোনে কেমিষ্ট্ৰি কোনোবা ব্যাকগ্ৰাউণ্ডৰ আছে please visit the DST website there is written DST Lindo Nobel laureate meeting this is very good opportunity তেওঁ 7 দিন Nobel laureate meeting ৰ ইন্টাৰেকশন কৰাব আৰু 7 দিন পুৰা এন্টাৰ জাৰ্মানী ইউনিভাৰ্সিটি ঘূৰাব so in this way collaboration will be established এটো এটা স্কিম আছে similarly DST ITS স্কিম আছে ইন্টাৰনেশনাল ট্ৰাভেল স্কিম এটো এবিল কৰিব লাগে ট্ৰাভেল স্কিম 3 বছৰত এবাৰ পায় আমি মই যদি এই বছৰ লৈ লও মই 3 বছৰ লগে নাপাও আৰু 3 বছৰ পিছত পাও ঠিক আছে তো ইন্টাৰনেশনাল বাহিৰত কনফাৰেন্সৰ কাৰণে যাবলে ITS সাপোর্ট কৰে ঠিক আছে সিমিলারলি ইন্ডো জার্মানি সায়েন্স এন্ড টেকনোলজি ফর্ম এটা আছে তাত যদি আমি চাও তাত আমি এটো এপ্লাই কৰিব পাৰো তাত ইন্ডো জার্মানি মানে জার্মানি ইন্ডাস্ট্রিত গৈ আমি কাম কৰিব অপৰচুনিটি পাও যোন মাস্টাৰ ডিগ্ৰী ষ্টুডেন্ট আছে বা যোন জাস্ট PhD জয়েন কৰিছে মাস্টাৰ ডিগ্ৰী কমপ্লিট কৰি তিহন্তৰ কাৰণে প্ল্যাটফর্ম আছে জাস্ট হিয়ন্তে এপ্লাই কৰিলে কোনবা ইন্ডাস্ট্রি ইহন্তে নাম দি দিয়ে ইন্ডাস্ট্রি এভরিথিং নাম ইন্ডাস্ট্রি নাম দিয়া আছে তো ইন্ডাস্ট্রি সিলেক্ট কৰিব লাগে তেওঁলোক মেইল কৰিব লাগে ইহন্তে একসেপ্ট কৰিব আৰু তুমি এপ্লাই কৰিবা এপ্লাই কৰাৰ পিছত পাই গলে জাৰ্মানী ইন্ডাস্ট্রি 6 মাহ গৈ কাম কৰিব পাৰা এইবাৰে কোলাবোৰেশন হয় তাৰ পিছত তোমাৰ যোন লেডিজ ফৰ ফিমেল ক্যান্ডিডেট lots of schemes are there wise fellowship schemes are there various schemes are there people are not applying কেদিন আগত যেতিয়া মই DST মানে that মই project presentation কৰিব গৈছো তেতিয়া আমি ডিসকাস কৰি আছো যেন কি wise fellowship এর DST স্কিম আছে তো কোনে এপ্লাই নকৰে খালি DST নহয় wise fellowship for ইন্ডো জার্মানি ফর্মত ইন্ডো জার্মানি কোলাবোরেশনত উলায় DST উলায় ইন্ডো ফ্রান্স উলায় রহমান চারপাক ফেলোশিপ আছে ভ্যারাইটিস টাইপ ফেলোশিপ আছে তার পিছত সকুরা ফেলোশিপ আছে জাপানৰ কাৰণে সকুরা ফৰ দা ব্যাচেলার স্টুডেন্টস মাস্টার স্টুডেন্টস সকুরা ফেলোশিপ ইন জাপান GSPS ওয়েবসাইট টু ভিজিট কৰিব লাগে যেতিয়া আমি সায়েন্সত ৰিসাৰ্চ কৰিব ঘুমাও বা কিবা ৰিসাৰ্চৰ প্ৰতি ইন্টাৰেস্ট আছে তেতিয়া আমাৰ চেক কৰি থাকো কেটামান যদি আমি জার্নাল ডেইলি চেক কৰো কেটামান জার্নাল আমি ডেইলি সার্চ কৰো কি পাবলিকেশন হৈ আছে সাইমালটেনিয়াসলি DST ওয়েবসাইট ইন্ডো জার্মান ওয়েবসাইট GSPS ওয়েবসাইট এবিলা চাই থাকিব লাগে আমাৰ যেনে কি ফেলোশিপ খালি ৰিসাৰ্চ খালি মানে দিনে ৰাতে আমি ৰিসাৰ্চ কৰি আছো বা 90 আনি আছো 100% আনি আছো but I'm not applying for any awards or any schemes it is not research if you are a researcher you should be active in every side so I request everyone please apply for all the schemes just visit the DST website just visit DBT website all the government schemes are there they are willing to give so please visit kora plus JSPS website IGST website Indo France website every country নিজৰ নিজৰ embassy আছে US or নিজৰ embassy আছে just type কৰিলে হ'ব France embassy in India তাত যোৱাৰ পিছত তাত এডুকেশন বুলি আছে এডুকেশন ক্লিক কৰিলে ইহঁতে সব লিংকত লৈ যাব সব কি আছে স্কিম আছে সব দিয়া আছে যেনে এতিয়া সুইস গভর্নমেন্ট এক্সেলেন্স ফেলোশিপ চলি আছে যাত মাস্টার ডিগ্রি স্টুডেন্ট সুইজারল্যান্ড গৈ এক বছৰ কাম কৰিব পাৰে এটো এপ্লাই কৰি এটা কল চলি আছে এটো এপ্লাই কৰিব লাগে কোনোবা PhD কৰিব ইচ্ছা আছে মাস্টাৰ ডিগ্ৰী ভাল মই ৰিসাৰ্চ প্ৰতি ইন্টাৰেষ্ট সুইজাৰলেণ্ডত এপ্লাই যাব বিচাৰো সুইজাৰলেণ্ড ড্ৰিম কান্ট্ৰি হয় সবৰ তাত ভাল ভাল ইউনিভাৰ্চিটি আছে ETH জুৰিক ইউনিভাৰ্চিটি আছে বহুত ইন দ্য ওয়ার্ল্ড র্যাঙ্ক ইন দ্য 10 তার আমি যদি এপ্লাই কৰিব বিচাৰো সুইস গভর্নমেন্টে ফেলোশিপ দি আছে কিন্তু আমি এপ্লাই নকৰো আমি অ্যাওয়ার নহওঁ এটো এপ্লাই কৰিব লাগে সুইস গভর্নমেন্ট এক্সেলেন্স ফেলোশিপ এটা চলি আছে so different type of fellowships are there it's not fellowships are not only for the those who are want to do PhD or something those who are employed also those who are employed in some teaching job in some colleges want to do research they are into research but they are not able to do research they can take a leave from government is allowing the leave so they can take the leave and go for research with the help of the funding agencies different funding agencies are there supporting to go to different countries and do research so I request everyone please apply for all the fundings and try to grab the fundings. If you don't grab the fundings, no one will come and give you any award or any means fellowship or any fundings. No one will give you. You have to apply and grab it. You have to fight for this, and you should be have. If you are a researcher, you should have your eyes, nose, everything open. What is going on? Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. It is very useful information. I hope that this message will pass on to all the students and researchers, not only in chemistry, but in other domains of science and technology. So before moving on to question and answer session, I would also request Dr. Rifat Mannan to highlight the next session. Rifat da.
Oh, Khunisane, can you hear me?
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so our next session to September 15 তাৰিখে হ'ব আৰু বহুতে হয়তো ইতিমধ্যে গম পাইছে যে ৰিসেন্টলি অনন্দ ভাদুৰীৰ তেওঁ চেন্নাই ম্যাথমেটিক্যাল ইনষ্টিটিউটৰ আন্ডাৰগ্ৰেজুৱেট ষ্টুডেণ্ট হয় তেখেতে ইণ্টাৰনেশ্যনেল ম্যাথমেটিক্যাল অলিম্পিয়াডত গোল্ড মেডেল পাইছে সো এইটো আমাৰ বাবে অতি গৌৰৱৰ কথা আৰু আমাৰ সেই পৰৱৰ্তী অনুষ্ঠানত তেখেত আমাৰ অতিথি হ'ব আৰু তেখেতে ইন্ট্ৰোডাকশন টু ম্যাথমেটিক্যাল অলিম্পিয়াডৰ বিষয়ে ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলক অৱগত কৰিব সো আশা কৰো ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকল উপস্থিত থাকি অনুপ্ৰাণিত হ'ব
ধন্যবাদ ৰিফাত দা এতিয়া আমি কোৱেশ্চন এনসাৰ সেশনলৈ যাওঁ প্ৰথমতে মই হিৰণ্য দাকে অনুৰোধ জনাইছো যেটো তেখেত ইয়াত উপস্থিত আছে তেখেতে আনমিউট কৰি যাতে তেখেতৰ কোৱেশ্চনটো ডাইৰেক্টলি সুধে ডক্টৰ বাপি পালক
Thank you, Anupam. First of all, Dr. Pal, it's an excellent presentation, and thank you for we as common people we don't know much about what are the potentials for carbon dioxide or for other what is the future in terms of our the fuel or in terms of the environment. So I think it's a very interesting and very good, and the work that you have been doing, it's excellent. গতিকে মই মোৰ ফালৰ পৰা এটা প্ৰশ্ন আছে যে what are some of the ways to capture and store CO2 আৰু আমি কমন মানুহ গতিকে for common people like us can we is there ways to capture and store CO2 which can later be converted into ethanol এটো মানে কি পদ্ধতিৰে আমি মানে CO2 to capture কৰিব পাৰো আৰু হেতুক ইথেনলত কনভার্ট কৰিব পাৰো হেতু অকমান যদি কৈ দিয়ে তেতিয়া হলে সুবিধা আমাৰ
Yes sir, basically sir CO2 capture কাৰণে basically big fan use কৰা হয় ঠিক আছে fan টো যেতিয়া rotate কৰে তে automatically air to pull কৰে তাৰ পিছত varieties type of material আছে যেনেকুৱা porous material আছে varieties type of material বনোৱা হয় যেনেকুৱা আপোনাৰ silica material varieties type of material আছে nanoparticles material বা zeolite material that pores থাকে hole থাকে তে hole কেটা carbon dioxide কেটা trap হৈ যায় and it can be stored.
Okay, so and that is not very, is it very costly or
no, not all costly sir. Basically fan jintu ase fan rotate kore ki huge amount of carbon dioxide capture kore fan to once fan is installed it will keep on capturing. Then normally ami exhaust fan use kore that ulai diye gas just reverse to kore jodi gas to capture kori thake bitor rahi ase just ami kiba material ba kiba material different type of material di aram se duniya ke capture ho jase.
Okay, thank you
Thank you sir.
Thank you.
আচ্ছা মৃগাক্ষী গোস্বামী এটা কুৱেশ্যন কৰিছে গতিকে তেওঁ যদি এটা উপস্থিত আছে তেওঁক মই আনমিউট কৰি কুৱেশ্যনটো ক'বলৈ কওঁ
Thank you
Mridakshi.
so much, sir.
Yeah.
Am I
Yeah,
audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible.
Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. So, hello to everyone present in this meeting. So, I have question to Dr. Bappi, sir.
Yes.
As you have as you have said us, and also you have given us so many knowledges about how to reuse the CO2. But I have one question: that can we use CO2? It also emitted from the industry smoke, right?
Yes.
And can we in the smoke when the industries in different industries, when the smokes come out, can we condense the CO2 and separate all the harmful gases and use carbon as different types of useful products for us?
Yes, basically, right now, this is my point that the government should come up with a scheme to streamline the industry. Basically, if there is a say some industry which is producing huge amount of carbon dioxide and different type of gases, along with that, we should have a carbon dioxide conversion some industry along with that, where the carbon dioxide can be condensed and collected, separated. The carbon dioxide can be separated and immediately can be transferred. Since we cannot store the carbon dioxide for a long time, what you will do with storing carbon dioxide? So immediately carbon dioxide, if you use the carbon dioxide for some useful purpose, it will be good. So we can store immediately from the plant. If it's coming out, immediately we can store this, we can capture it. That's why government is giving carbon credit, so that you release minimum amount of carbon dioxide or any other gases from the industry. Are you clear? Hello?
Mrigakshi, is that fine?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. And
Okay,
sir,
thank you.
sir,
Yeah,
moyo
Mrigakshi can-
along.
yeah, you
Aro
can
ap-
introduce yourself. Yes.
Yeah. Hello, Bappi sir. I am also from Lanka.
Hi.
আমাৰ অতি ভাল আৰু অসমৰ কাৰণে এইটো বহুত ডাঙৰ গৌৰৱ হয়। So congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, Mrigakshi. আৰু পায়েল কুণ্ডু পল তেওঁৰ এনসাৰ আছে, তেওঁৰ এটা কুৱেশ্যন আছে, কিন্তু তেওঁক মই দেখা নাই বাৰু, তেওঁৰ লগ ইনটো হয়তো মোবাইলৰ থ্ৰুদি কৰিছে, গতিকে তাৰ নামটো অহা নাই। So I am asking her to maybe I am reading out her question, that how soon can we introduce this technology in our country so that carbon dioxide emission is captured sooner? So I mean, how soon can we introduce this technology? That is the main. Yeah.
Payal Kundu Paul is my wife. She's asking the question.
Oh, okay, sorry.
She is very supportive for me for my entire journey. She means without her support, it will not be possible. My parents, along with her support, because I have to spend maximum time in my lab. So whenever in the lab, when my baby is just 8 months, and I have to come from lab at late 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So she used to adjust with my baby, and she's non-complainable. Regarding his question, yes, this technology, carbon dioxide to methanol, is already established in the lab, as well as for the industry. They have setting up the plan. Different industry have already set up plan for carbon dioxide to methanol. For carbon dioxide to ethanol, it requires some time. Right now, as we mentioned, me along with different other groups in India are trying to set up for the commercial phase. Right now, we are in the bench scale phase, carbon dioxide to ethanol. Because in carbon dioxide, ethanol is the most challenging compared to carbon dioxide to methanol. In carbon dioxide to methanol means carbon dioxide means one carbon, CO2, is converted to methanol, CH2OH. But when we talk about carbon dioxide to ethanol, there is a two carbon, CO2 to CH2OH. There is two carbon. The breaking of carbon bond and adding OH bond is little challenging one. So carbon dioxide ethanol is a little tough compared to carbon dioxide to methanol. So carbon dioxide ethanol, surely it will come in practical, but it requires some time. Thank you.
Thank you. So, and there's a question from Mr. Torun Kumar. So since he is present, so I'll ask him to introduce himself and then ask his question. Tarun Kumar. Okay, maybe he has some difficulty. So let me ask the question. That his question is, we have seen that carbon dioxide can be converted into ethanol. Can we use ethanol as fuel, as we know that fuel is non-renewable? And if we convert CO2 into ethanol, so will that be an alternative way to conserve non-renewable resources?
Yes, it's true. We can convert carbon dioxide to ethanol. This can be used as a fuel. And ethanol is not only can be used as a fuel, it can be used in many purpose. All medical uses, different uses, ethanol has been used. So ethanol can be used as a future fuel. For as right now, as we know that ethanol blending is taking place, 20% blending for any petroleum product, there 20% blending is there. So ethanol can be used as a future fuel, as well as for different other purposes. Which ethanol can be used. Ethanol is very common, means very important chemical in all aspects.
Okay, thank you. We have a question from Snehasis Sarkar. So since he's present, so I'm unmuting him. So maybe he can ask directly. Snehasis, can you?
Hello everyone. Am I audible?
Yeah, please introduce yourself and then ask the question.
Yes. So I'm Snashish Sarkar, a PhD 5th year student at Department of Mathematics, NIT Durgapur, West Bengal. So yes. First of all, congratulations for the prestigious award to Dr. Bappi.
Thank you.
So my question is, আপনার সেটআপ তো দেখি যিমান লাগিছে মানে এটো কস্টলি সেটআপ। তো মোৰ প্ৰশ্ন হ'ল যে ধৰক অসমৰ কোনোবা সুকত বা কোনোবা কলেজ বা কৰবাত কোনোবা এজন ৰিসাৰ্চাৰে ষ্টাৰ্ট কৰিব বিচাৰি আছে। ধৰি লওক মোৰ ওচৰত এটা কম্পিউটাৰ আছে বা ধৰি লওক মোৰ ওচৰত কম্পিউটাৰ এটাও নাই। মই বাই পেন এণ্ড পেপাৰ বা কম্পিউটাৰত কিবা নিউমেৰিকেল সিমুলেশন বা কিবা ম্যাথমেটিক্যাল মডেলেৰে আপোনাৰ কাম বা আপোনাৰ কামৰ কিবা সিমিলাৰ ৰিজাল্ট মই ৰিপ্ৰডিউস কৰিব পাৰো নে?
Yes, basically setup, first of all, setup no doubt is little not so costly. It's come around batch reactor come around say 2 lakhs, and continuous flow reactor is come around 3 to 4 lakhs, and which we develop in the lab. Okay, and if you purchase from the industry, it will cost a little expensive. আমি যদি কই আছে theoretical calculation, which is very challenging one, for carbon dioxide to ethanol, okay, বা carbon dioxide to methanol, যোনটো ইন্ডাস্ট্রিয়ালি মানে যোনটো ৰিয়েকশ্যনৰ আগত থিওৰিটিকেল ক্যালকুলেশন যিবিলাক দৰকাৰ, so it can be done in lab. The theoretical, basically when we do the initial reactions, whether this reaction is feasible or not, this can be done with theoretical DFT calculation we can do, and people are doing carbon dioxide research on lab. There is basically theoretical research that in DFT, other kinetic studies, different type of studies, it can be done in lab. It's not I am doing the practical part, some other people are doing in the theoretical part, some people are doing on kinetic part. The different people are doing different parts. It can be done in the lab also.
মানে থিওরিটিক্যাল অ্যাপ্রোচও আছে কৰিব পাৰে।
Yes, theoretical approach, kinetic studies, thermodynamic reaction kinetic studies আছে, kinetic study কেটা কৰিব পাৰিব ল্যাবত। along with that যোনটো মানে reaction feasible pathway, reaction mechanism কেটা, ঠিক আছে, এটো আমি theoretically আমি ল্যাবত কৰিব পাৰো DFT calculation through. Even মই যেটো রিসার্চ কৰি আছো, মই with the support of DFT, মই CSR Industry Petroleum Dehradun, তুহিন সরকার স্যার তেওঁৰ লগত DFT ক্যালকুলেশন কৰি আছো। তেওঁ মোৰ DFT ক্যালকুলেশন কেটা কৰি আছে।
ওকে, সো এই ইকুয়েশন মানে আপোনালোকে যোনবোৰ ক্যালকুলেশন কৰি আছে এইবোৰ গভর্নিং ইকুয়েশনবোৰ ডিফারেন্সিয়াল ইকুয়েশনৰ ৰোলটো আছে নিশ্চয়।
Yeah, differential role, because software আমি যেটো বেসিক্যালি যে থিওরিটিক্যাল মানুহ ইহঁতে ইউজ কৰে DFT সফটওয়্যার, ঠিক আছে। তো DFT সফটওয়্যার তো বেসিক্যালি অল ম্যাথমেটিক্স এর উপরে ডিপেন্ড করে। তো ম্যাথমেটিক্যাল রোল আছে,
মানে সফটওয়্যার ইউজ কৰি আছে মানে নিউমেৰিকেলি সিমুলেট কৰি আছে।
সিমুলেট কৰি আছে, yes সিমুলেট কৰি আছে।
ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ।
মোৰ এটা সাপ্লিমেন্টারি কোয়েশ্চন আছে এটো ক্ষেত্ৰতে, মানে
yes sir.
So actually you মানে chemistry experiment এবিলাক কৰাৰ পাছত just মানে quantitative study টোৰ কাৰণে এই মানে খিনি দৰকাৰ হয় নেকি ম্যাথমেটিক্যাল যেটো ইনপুট এটো মোস্টলি সাকে কোয়ান্টিটেটিভ অ্যানালিসিসৰ কাৰণে লাগে নেকি
Yes, basically sir মানে রিঅ্যাকশন আমাৰ রিঅ্যাকশন মেকানিজম কেটা থাকে রিঅ্যাকশন কোনটো পাথওয়ে ফলো কৰি আছে এটো কেলে এটলিস্ট অ্যাক্টিভ সাইট কোনটো আছে ঠিক আছে এইবিলাক স্টাডিজ অন দ্য বেসিস অফ থিওরিটিক্যাল স্টাডিজ কৰা হয়
ওকে ওকে থ্যাংক ইউ আচ্ছা আমাৰ 15 মিনিট শিক্ষাৰ ডক্টৰ প্ৰবন চৌৰিয়া তেখেত কটন মহাবিদ্যালয়ৰ প্ৰাক্তন অধ্যাপক আছিল তেখেতৰ এটা কোৱেশ্চন আছে তেখেতক মই অনুৰোধ জনাইছো আনমিউট কৰি কোৱেশ্চনটো সুধিবলৈ
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Pal, for a brilliant lecture.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. The question to us, I don't know whether it is a question or not. Etia katha hoise je carbon dioxide, there is an imbalance of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, all right?
Yes.
Now, suppose someday that imbalance is restored. So
Yes.
when the balance is restored, so where from you will get the carbon dioxide to produce?
So according to today's scenario it is very difficult to means the balance can restore. It is very difficult to restore. It is impossible completely. Right now we are thinking that at least 10% if we can restore, that also is not possible. That also we are thinking after 50 years if 10% can be restored. The entire carbon capture group is there. They are thinking all the discussions going on that if 10% can be restored in next 50 years, which is impossible. That is also impossible because the way the globalization is taking place, the way the industrialization is taking place, so it is very difficult that it can be restored, sir. Already we have made the damage.
Okay, thank you. Okay, just I remember one sentence spoken by Freeman Dyson. So he
Yes.
said at one time, Freeman Dyson, definitely you know about him.
Yes.
So he told that carbon dioxide is not a problem for us. I don't know why he said like this. He was a brilliant mathematician and physicist from Princeton, colleague of Einstein. He said the carbon dioxide should not be a problem for the humanity, so it can be, the balance can be restored by a special kind of trees. I don't know.
Sir, I'm not sure about that, but today's date the carbon dioxide is the main challenging thing, and every means country is very concerned. The Paris Agreement you've heard about, where all the countries 170 countries, they have signed an agreement that they will try to reduce the carbon dioxide production in the form of giving carbon credit to the industry so that they can reduce less amount of carbon dioxide. And the main important reaction is taking place that we are surrounded by 3/3 of water, and when carbon dioxide reacts with water it produces carbonic acid, and which is more dangerous.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you. And we have another question from Dr. Kalyani Rajkumari, because I could not identify her login ID, so I'm just asking on her behalf. So she would like to know about scope of catalysis involved in the process.
The reaction is taking place with the help of catalyst, because activation of carbon dioxide is very challenging one. So activation as well as catalyst play an important role for the conversion of carbon dioxide to any valuated chemical. Without catalyst, it is very difficult to break the carbon-oxygen bond. So to break the carbon-oxygen bond, some catalyst is required, some support is required to break the carbon-oxygen bond. So catalyst play an important role. In all the reactions that I have shown, carbon dioxide, ethanol, methanol, or carbon dioxide to any valuated chemicals, all the reactions, there is a use of catalyst. Without catalyst, you cannot proceed for the breaking the carbon-oxygen bond, because carbon-oxygen bond is the strong bond, most stable compound. And so it's very difficult to bond. So catalyst, the requirement of catalyst is very important, and catalysts have huge market share. The 80% of the market share is of heterogeneous catalyst.
Okay, so I suppose your main thrust of your research is like the use of catalysis. Probably, I mean, the catalyst. Probably use some different kind of catalyst. Is it like that you try, or?
Yes, the different type of catalyst. Yeah, we used to try various different type of catalyst, various reaction parameter we have to change, and we have to check. And this way, we used to come to a solution, sir. Different catalysts required. For this carbon dioxide ethanol, we have used rhodanium supported on iron silicon oxide.
Okay, I have another question. Like, where did you do this research? Like, was it at Gandhinagar, or when was it done? I mean, like, at which phase? Is it like a continuation of a PhD work, or is it like in your postdoctoral phase?
No, sir, it is starts from CSR Industrial Petroleum, where I did my first postdoc. There, Dr. Rajaram Bal's lab, I have worked as a postdoc fellow, where I have started the work of carbon dioxide to methanol. Slowly, I've started to carbon dioxide to methanol. In PhD time, I was having the expertise of the catalyst preparation synthesis. And application part, I have started in Dr. Rajaram Bal's lab in CSR Industrial Petroleum. Then I went to Japan, where I continued further. Because my professor, who is the friend of Professor George Ola, they were in the same lab. So they are continuing the same research. So I was continuing with this research with Japan. Then after coming here in India, also I'm continuing the same research.
Okay, yeah, that's good to know. So let me continue my layman's question. So
Yes.
I suppose the same catalyst, you try different conditions, like different pressures you try, and you try
Yes.
to optimize like the temperature and pressure combination so that you get
Yes.
the best output. Is it like that?
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
And do you need a very huge setup like to control all these parameters, or what kind of like
No,
what is the
no,
cost involved? Like the cost.
Bas-
I mean,
basically,
like do the experiment setup. I mean, I'm asking about the lab setup that you need. Is it like in meters of crores, or is it like lakhs, or what is the?
in lakhs, in thousand also you can do. Basically, for example, for carbon dioxide is basically gas. For gas, we require a reactor. So small reactor we used to take, we can purchase a small reactor. For lab scales in experiment, we can purchase a small reactor, which costs you hardly 30,000, 40,000 with a batch reactor. So in this batch reactor, we can perform the reactions, we can put the gases, we can purchase carbon dioxide gas, hydrogen gas in the market. It will cost you a cylinder of hardly 20,000 rupees, and which can be continued for a year. So in say in 1 lakh setup, you can completely do the reactions and everything.
Oh, I see. So to generate that high pressure atmosphere, like say 20, 30 atmospheric pressure, it's not that
yes.
difficult. I mean, it's very easily manageable. That's what.
Yeah,
That's
yes. But for doing the reaction in continuous scale, means continuous reactor, which is very expensive. It is required around. I have prepared, make the design the reactor in my lab. I have designed myself, so it cost me around 7 lakh something. But if you want to purchase it from some industry, it will cost you around 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs. Depend on the pressure, depend on the temperature, condition, everything. Price increases. These things take place.
And of course, I suppose for this kind of lab setup, the DST funds, if you write,
Yes.
of course,
Yes.
you have to propose when your project
Yes.
research proposal has to be very sound.
Yes. Without funding is not at all possible. So this type of research requires funding. And right now I'm getting lots of support from DST. More than 1 crore funding I have received from DST, and DST promised me some more funding. And right now NTPC is in touch with me. They are willing to fund me around 2 crore. Many other industries are in touch with me to fund this project.
Okay. One more question is like, how do you prepare the catalyst? I mean, do you prepare it yourself, or is it like you try different or you just use metals, or what do you do? I mean,
no, we prepare the nano catalyst. Basically, I work on nano catalyst, so we prepare the catalyst in the lab. But lots of catalysts, different combinations is to prepare synthesis, different parameters we have to change and to check which one is active. After preparing, say 50 catalysts, one catalyst will be active, other catalyst will be deactive. It's not be working. So permutation combinations, changing parameters, changing different properties.
And also, is it like a hit and trial involved, like in this process?
Yes.
Hit and trial, right? Or
yes, hit and trial.
Of course, from experience, probably you have some idea that which might work and which may not work.
Yes. Basically, for hydrogen reaction, copper catalyst, palladium catalyst is very active. Okay, so we used to try some combinations with copper, cobalt, this one. That is zinc. Okay, changing the size, changing the parameter, making porous, making non-porous, different type of parameter combination we used to try to synthesize the catalyst. Then we used to do.
Okay, thank you so much. We have a question from Sanu Paul. So. Yes. Since I'm not able to identify from the phone, I mean the login ID, so I'm just saying it aloud. So currently, government is blending only 10 to 20% with alcohol, but can we replace well with ethanol by 50 to 80%?
Yes, obviously it will. Initially, government has given the approval for 10%. Nowadays, it has increased to 20%. Slowly, it will increase. So right now, instantly anything can be done, cannot be given. So slowly it will be adjusted, slowly it will increase. Government have a very strong policy making. They knows about what person is required, what engine has to be adjustable. So everything government is to look after, take the record, they maintain the record, and with the time this to increase. Previously, before 2 years, it was 10%. Right now, it is increased to 20%.
Okay, thank you. So we have Anamika Das. She has a question. So I'm asking her to unmute and introduce herself and ask the question.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
And good evening to every respected person present here. So I have a question, Pal, sir, that, sir, my question is that we know carbon dioxide is very harmful gas to us. Will it be harmful to make beauty products like kajal, eyeliners, etc. from the smoke of industry which contains carbon dioxide?
No, that smoke of kajal iron that does not contain carbon dioxide. Basically, they are carbon, activated carbon. Carbon dioxide and activated carbon are different. And so kajal smokes and all, they are activated carbon. But see, means you have to, this kajal and all, if you go in the market, it is very cheap. It will cost you hardly 10 rupees, 20 rupees. So you have to think about the industrial commercial perspective. If you think about commercial perspective, so some expensive chemicals, if you prepare from carbon dioxide, it will be more valuable, because you have to dealing with carbon dioxide gas is one of the challenging thing. You have to reactions will perform in high pressure reactions, the catalyst, many things are involved. So whenever, if you want some good product from some waste product, means some commercial benefits will be there. And kajal and all, basically they are activated carbons. They are not from the carbon dioxide. Basically they are means the condensation process from there, the kajals and all is prepared. So this carbon dioxide and kajal still different. But if you prepare something from good, some valuable product from carbon dioxide, it will be more useful for commercial purpose. Because in this, if you, for commercialization, you have to meet industry. So industry will check the benefit. If I'm investing 10 rupees, I should come up with 20 rupees. So if you use carbon dioxide for the conversion of carbon dioxide, if you want to make kajal, it will cost you hardly 10 rupees. So 20 rupees. The industrial balance gap will be disturbed. So they will not prefer to build kajal or something. It's my belief, my point of view.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have another question from Zuriti Rajbangshi. So she's saying that, can you comment on ethanol production from bioenergy?
Yes, right now all the ethanol production which is used for the blending purpose is being used from the bioenergy only. They are from the sugarcane industry, from fragmentations, the ethanol is produced. They produce huge amount of ethanol. From there, ethanol is being used for blending, and everywhere ethanol is being used. This is the main source of production of ethanol right now in India or in everywhere, every countries. So right now, biomass is the main source of production of ethanol in the industry, and completely dependent. The ethanol production is completely dependent on biomass.
Thank you. So Rifat, do you have any question? Any other question? Can you let us know?
Question kebato ase eta aru eta question asile from Mrigaksi Goswami. So Mrigaksi Goswami, do you want to ask the question yourself?
Yes, sir. Is it possible? So I can ask.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Sir, right now, as we all know, the global temperature is rising.
Yes.
So it affects, mainly we can think that the harmful smokes has come out from the industries, as we have lots and lots of industries right now.
Yes.
So is there any measure to control that, control the harmful gases that come out from the industries?
Yes, right now, see, this initiative should be taken by the government, that you cannot, government should put some strict law that you cannot directly release carbon dioxide or any gases from the industry directly. You have to do some solution. You have to trap these gases, and you have to convert it somewhere, or you have to release in some proper technology, some proper planning is required. Initiatives should be required from the government to think about that the temperature is increasing, global warming is taking place. So this government should think about. So right now there is a possibility that if people want, they can, industry wants, they can trap the gases that is coming out and release it by the releasing the unpolluted one, polluted one. In this way they can control it, but it's required huge amount of cost. So industry want to minimize the cost. They does not involve in the, they don't think about the environment or the world. They think about their own pockets. Okay, so it can be controlled, but for that proper determination is required, that I don't want to release so much carbon dioxide, so much gases for the which is harmful for the globe environment. It is depend on the industry. Industry does not think about the society right now, right? Industry are thinking about their own problem. Okay, so for it can be, so there is a solution that they can trap these gases and they can treat these gases and release. Okay, but industry for that require huge amount of expenditure. So industry are not investing in that. So if there is a proper law, this can be done.
Okay, thank you. We have a question from Kriti Chan. So I'm asking Kriti Chan to unmute and ask the question.
Good evening, sir. I'm Kuriti Raj. I am from class 10 from PPS. So sir, my doubt is can I use microbiology for reducing the CO2 emissions in every aspects?
So microbiology, people are using mitochondria, different type of biological products people are using for the controlling the CO2 to some chemicals. Right now, some mitochondria bacteria is the mitochondria. Some mitochondria, I've read some article, they're using mitochondria and carbon dioxide for some catalyst for conversion of some products, but I'm not aware about this exactly. I cannot give you the exact answer right now. I have to look at this.
Thank you. Thank you. So, and we have among us Dr. Nilkamal. He is a faculty member at IIT Dharwad in the chemistry, associate professor in the Department of Chemistry. So he has a question. So I request him to unmute himself and ask the question.
Yeah, Dr. Paul, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes. Good evening, sir.
Yes. Thank you so much. And it was a very interesting talk and very relevant to the environment and the society. And very congratulations to your award.
Thank you, sir.
At your very young age, you have got a very nice opportunity.
Yes, thank you, sir.
So yes, some of them, some of us already asked you the questions, and many things have been already been explained. I just have a couple of questions related to what Anupam was asking.
Yes.
One is that the catalyst. What catalyst do you use in specific, like metals? And secondly, you mentioned that the carbon dioxide to methanol conversion is very easy because there is the carbon economy is maintained, one carbon to one carbon. However, carbon dioxide to ethanol is a 2-carbon process. Okay,
yes.
And can you explain the mechanism a little bit, how it is happening in layman's language?
Okay, sir. Basically, for this, I used to use nano catalyst. Nano catalyst means I used to synthesize with the metal catalyst, basically the metal catalyst like rhodium, copper, zinc, aluminum, different type of catalyst combinations I used to try. And among them, I found that rhodium iron silica oxide is the best catalyst for the synthesis of this for conversion carbon dioxide ethanol. So the reaction, regarding the second point, the reaction mechanism, basically what is happening when the reaction is taking place, carbon dioxide, it is first formed methanol. Then along with that, some byproduct, some radical carbon oxide, CO is formed. Carbon monoxide is formed. This monoxide in the form of radical attack the methanol, and this chain increases. So we could predict that. Right now we are studying the mechanism. We found that along with ethanol, we found some byproduct of butanol, propanol. These byproducts also we found. With long chains alcohol, different type of alcohols also we found. So we believe that this radical mechanism, something is going on. So that radical means after methanol, this carbon monoxide is formed. So since we found the traces of the carbon monoxide gases in the GC, so this carbon monoxide is attacking the methanol and is increasing the chains continuously.
Yeah, so the carbon dioxide attacking methanol is little bit difficult
No, not
because
carbon dioxide
carbon
to
monoxide.
carbon monoxide to it's attaining the methanol and forming the chain.
Yeah, probably that OH has to go first. So it has to form a
Yes.
methane radical and then CO,
Yes.
probably through an acetate intermediate, CH3CO minus, something like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
For
it's a
methanol,
very
it's
tricky
format
process. Yeah.
Yes. Basically, for methanol synthesis, there is a presence of format pathway days to take place. But for ethanol, the exact mechanism is still not known. When we
Still
do
not
the conversion of carbon dioxide to ethanol, we found that the traces of carbon monoxide.
Carbon monoxide.
Yes, carbon monoxide. So basically, we believe that carbon monoxide is helping to increasing the chain.
Okay. Yeah, if you solve this mechanism, it will be very highly impact paper. I think something like that. Okay.
And till now,
The another question. Yeah. Go ahead, please.
Till now, whatever paper is published on carbon dioxide ethanol, basically all the papers in Nature Catalysis, or it is in NUChem or in JAX.
Yeah, it's very highly impactful work because people don't know how it is happening at the molecular level.
Yes.
The second question I had is Professor Hirena has asked is about how you capture carbon dioxide, and you mentioned that there are some materials, porous materials. But for the sake of audience, probably you are talking about carbon organic frameworks, COF,
Yes,
like that.
COF, COF, MOF, these things are used. I am not expert in the carbon capture part, but as we read some articles, and we found that carbon is captured with the help of MOF, with the peroxide, different type of materials, MOF, which porous material they use to capture the carbon dioxide, they can capture.
Yeah. But in the lab, you just use a cylinder, or how do you do the work?
No, we use the cylinder. Right now, we are
cylinder,
planning to.
Of course.
Yeah. Right now, we are in a two-plan scheme. First scheme is that industrial, another problem is that, which I'm sharing with you, since you are from this field, you will be understanding better, sir.
Yes, please. Yes.
Right now, we are in a plan. We were talking with some industry. That industry, the petroleum industry, basically. Petroleum industry produce huge amount of when they refine the crude well, they used to produce carbon dioxide. Along with this, they produce toluene, benzene, this volatile organic compound, lots of volatile organic compounds they used to produce. So we have developed a catalyst also for conversion of volatile organic compounds like toluene to CO2 plus water. Okay, that carbon dioxide which is produced when we convert volatile organic compounds, because petroleum industry is very challenging for them, because a huge amount of toluene, volatile organic compound, benzene, these things are formed. So handling with them is
which are carcinogenic also.
Yes, and they cannot store it for a long time. So they are planning to convert this. We are planning to convert this volatile organic compound toluene to carbon dioxide and water, and this carbon dioxide we can use simultaneously for the production of ethanol, methanol.
Okay, so it's kind of a cyclic kind of
process.
Cyclic,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much. Very nice work.
Thank you.
Continue. I'll try to meet you in some conferences if possible.
Sure, sir.
I don't know. Our fields are very different, but somehow, if we can meet you, if I go to Gujarat or something like that,
sure,
we'll try to
sir.
meet you. Okay. Very nice work.
Thank you,
we are proud of you. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
I'll
Nilkamal.
do Anupam the next questions.
Yeah, thank you, Nilkamal. So we have Dr. Juriti Rajbangshi. So I'll ask her to unmute herself and introduce herself to the audience and then ask her question.
Hello, sir. I'm Juriti. So I'm a postdoc in EW Medicine. And first of all, congratulations for receiving the prestigious award. So currently, I am also working on conversion of bioenergy to ethanol.
Yes.
Yeah, so I do theoretical calculations like modeling, molecular dynamic simulation, as well as like machine learning models. So I am working on conversion of lignin biopolymer to bioethanol production. So I'm just wondering, do you have any plan in your future for like to perform any optimization for the selection of reaction conditions such as catalyst selections to maximize the conversion? So do you have any, like, are you having some kind of plan, or you are are you collaborating with the any theoretical modeling?
First of all, thank you. And I was eagerly waiting for some person for the theoretical calculations. Right now, I'm working with 2-3 person for theoretical calculation, but they are also overloaded. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm looking for some person. If you are expert in theoretical, I would be happy to collaborate with you. It will get
Yeah. So
easy
yeah.
for me. Yes,
Okay.
I really want to. I want some person to for theoretical calculation, because right now without theoretical calculation, it's very difficult to solve the mechanisms and catalyst activities and all to describe it. And for getting good publications and all, we require theoretical expert. So it will be
Yes.
very helpful if you can help me in this.
Yeah. We can. Yeah. So I think our research area is very like overlapping.
Yes.
So I found it very interesting. Yes. So
Sure.
yeah, that was my question, because I was working on like optimization of the reaction conditions to maximize the productions, like the valuable chemicals of getting from the lignin biopolymer. And I was also doing like the molecular dynamics simulation to understand what is happening in the catalytic surface. So why we are getting, how we can optimize the like the different catalyst surface, how the experimentalist can design the catalyst.
I'm really looking. I was really looking for some person. Honestly speaking,
Okay.
I'm struggling to for some person, because all that theory India has very limited theoretical expert,
Yeah,
and
I understand. Yes.
all are fully packed. So when
Yes.
I give some problem for them, they should take some 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, some took 4 months also for giving
Yes.
the. So if we can collaborate, it will be very helpful for me.
Yes, it would be helpful for me also, because here I am like collaborating with like actually I am working on the project from Department of Energy, which is like funded by Department of Energy. So here I am actually directly collaborating with the experimentalist. But in future, of course, I want to go back to India to collaborate with the experimentalist. So that would be really helpful. I think the 15-minute Sikha is a nice platform to for our collaboration also.
Really, I was waiting for some person. Thank you.
Hey, yeah, thank you so much. I'll contact you in
Please,
person.
yeah, in person. Okay, please.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Okay, so we are also very happy to know that it may actually, even if it leads to some collaborative research work, that is actually more than what we aspire to. So we will be really happy if something comes out of that. So that is really nice.
Juriti
And
was also our just a minute, Anupam. Juriti was also a speaker in this platform, so it is nice that we can now connect both Dr. Pal and Dr. Rajmonkhi. I think it will be really
I was
exciting.
really searching for some theoretical persons, sir, because without theoretical persons, it's very difficult to get publications, good publications. So everyone asks some theoretical modeling, something theoretical experimental part is there or not. So everyone was asking. So the person we have contact with them, who have in touch with me, they should take time, long time, and they are usually fully packed. So if I get this platform has given me a good collaboration, so it will be very helpful for me. Thank you.
Yes, actually, same for me also, because during my PhD, I was working on different field, completely different research field. But when I joined postdoc, so I got the chance to work in the bioenergy. I didn't have like any experience in bioenergy during my PhD. So I didn't know anyone who works in bioenergy in India. So because my field was very different, because I had my PhD in chemistry, physical chemistry. Here I shifted to bioenergy research. So it's a very good opportunity for me also to know someone who works in bioenergy.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm not only working on CO2, also I'm also working in this biofuel upgradation, like this cooking oil conversion to biodiesel, and also I'm working on this field
Okay,
also.
sir. Nice to
We
hear.
can discuss.
Okay, sure, sir. Yeah.
it was really
Anupam,
wonderful.
there is a question from Gautam Gogoi. The question is whether carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide can be captured from exhausts of industries and used for other purpose. Bappi,
Yes, sir. So all the gases can be captured, but for capturing the gases and separating the gases is a little expensive. So industry does not want to spend money. Okay, so they are not using to capture the gases. They normally release. If there's some stick, some visit is there, or some government employee visit is there, something is there, then only they have to release the less gases. Basically, everything is possible, but they are not doing this. Sir. All the gases can be captured and be separated and be reused, or it can be treated and can be released in the gas with a good cost. But all the industry does not want to spend money. They are in the earning mode only. That's the problem, sir.
So is it like that selective capturing is not possible yet, right? That you don't have like selective
No.
capture.
Selective capturing cannot be done, but together we can capture the gas and we can separate it. We can separate each and every gas. We can be separated.
Okay, now I have a more general question. Like, for example, as you, that's about your journey. Like when you were
Yes.
an undergraduate student, did
Yes.
you plan, I mean, did you have something, some aim or ambition like this that you'll be pursuing research in this direction? Or when did it happen? Or or gradually it progressed, like your goals and your dreams, and so how it
Sir, to be honest, I came to chemistry field accidentally. Since I tried for engineering, I didn't qualify for JEE. So next option, okay, you have to go for basic science. So when you go for basic science, so everyone is to say that chemistry is the means best way we can. If you do BSc in chemistry, you can go to industry line. You can lots of scope. You can go for colleges. You can many opportunities are there. So in this way, my one professor is a Professor Sujit Nandi Majumdar of St. Edmunds College. He have guided, no, you have to take chemistry only. Okay, then I was in a two mode. First year I was planning for IITs as well as I was studying my BSc. Then slowly I found interest in chemistry and then continued chemistry. Then during my master degree, I got the environment that research also have some platform. So then I start doing research, getting interest in research. During master degree, I start publishing papers. Then doing my PhD, I got more interest toward research. And enter my PhD career, I have taken only 4 days leave in my PhD career. I've never taken leave since I was so much dedicated toward research. Then after PhD, immediately I got postdoc and I joined CSR Industry Petroleum. Then CSR Industry Petroleum, within 2 days leave, I joined Japan. Means entire career break, I don't have any career break. I took only hardly 2 days or 3 days career break between the joining and thinking. And so in this way, interest came and I found that research interesting. Something new we can do, some new happening, some new. And when you are doing some practical research, we can see the changes, something difference. We can see in day to day something. And when you see some good publications, people are working, that we can get more motivated. When our seniors and all juniors, everyone is publishing good publications, we get motivated to do more research, more work. And research will keep you always engaged. So simply you will not be sitting all day, you will be engaged in something and something. So thinking about this work you can do, this idea you can do. So I believe that simply sitting will make you brain uneasy. So better stay in research, you will be directed toward one position.
So it's good that you did not make it, I mean, you did not qualify for JEE and others. So that is that turned out to be very good for Indian science. So, and for Northeastern region also. So that is really nice. So, since we have taken a lot of your time, so before that, if there are no more questions, probably we can request Soria sir to like conclude the session.
Yes, please, Anupam. And once again, thank you, Dr. Paul.
Thank you, sir.
Just I have one comment. You have mentioned something very interesting, that the students should find out where opportunities are. Nobody is coming to you with opportunities, right? So and
Yes,
then
sir.
you have to apply, you have to know where opportunities are, you have to be alert, and then, as you say, that open your eyes, ears, knows everything, so that you can grab all opportunities. I think that is very important for all the young students who have joined. It's very nice to see so many students from Lanka who are taking interest in your achievements, and they are so proud of you. And we really appreciate all your efforts, and congratulations again, Dr. Paul. And Dr. Soharia, sir, please.
Okay, thank you, Rifan. So, Dr. Paul, so it is a very interesting as well as a very brilliant lectures that you have given. And at the same time, you have given so many advice to the new generations. So we are very grateful and thankful to you. You have given a lot of time to our platform, and you have encouraged all the students and other faculties, etc. মই আপুনি বুলিয়ে কৈছো যে ঠিক আছে এই যে অসমলৈ এই যে এটা বিৰাট ডাঙৰ সন্মান এটা কঢ়িয়াই আনিলে তাৰ কাৰণে মই আপোনাক আমাৰ 15 মিনিট শিক্ষাৰ সমূহ সদস্যৰ হৈ মই আপোনাক অশেষ অভিনন্দন জ্ঞাপন কৰিছো যে আৰু ভৱিষ্যতেও আপোনাৰ পৰা আমি বহুত আশা কৰিছো যে সেই আশাবিলাক যাতে আমাৰ পূৰণ হয় তাৰ কাৰণে আপুনি যাতে আজি যেনেকে এতিয়া আপুনি মাত্ৰ গোটেই বছৰ বা গোটেই PhD পিৰিয়ডত মাত্ৰ কেইটামান দিন এনেকুৱাকে ছুটী লৈ কাম কৰিছিলে ভৱিষ্যতে যাতে আপুনি তেনেকুৱা ধৰণে কাম কৰি যাব পাৰে তাৰ কাৰণে আমি আশা ৰাখিছো আৰু আমি ভৱিষ্যতেও আমাৰ এই 15 মিনিট শিক্ষাৰ এই প্লেটফৰ্মলৈ আপোনাক মাতিম আমি যে আপুনি নিশ্চয় আহিব বুলি আমি আশা কৰিছো আৰু হয় আজি যিখিনি উপদেশ দিলে বিশেষকে এই যে DST বা বিভিন্ন ধৰণৰ প্ৰজেক্টবিলাক যে আমি নাজানো এইটো একেবাৰে সঁচা কথা যে আমি আমাৰ নৰ্থ ইষ্টৰ অসমৰ কোনো ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীয়ে বা এই ৰিচাৰ্চাৰে এই যে কিমানবিলাক প্ৰগ্ৰেম আছে আমি একেবাৰে ভালকে নাজানো গতিকে এই যে আমি এপ্লাই কৰিব লাগিব চাৰ্চ কৰিব লাগিব উই হেভ টু এপ্লাই উই হেভ টু গ্ৰেব ইট চ' এই কথাষাৰ যাতে আমাৰ এই আজি যিবিলাক ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰী উপস্থিত আছে বা ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰী অভিভাৱক বা কোনোবা কলেজৰ অধ্যাপকো উপস্থিত আছে তেখেতসকললৈ মই অনুৰোধ যে এই ডক্টৰ বাপ্পী পালে যিখিনি কথা ক'লে সেই কথাখিনি তেখেতৰ ৰিচাৰ্চৰ বাহিৰেও এই উপদেশখিনি যাতে খুব ভাল ধৰণে মনোযোগ দি সেইমতে আগবাঢ়ি যাব চেষ্টা কৰে আমাৰ 15 মিনিট শিক্ষাৰ তৰফৰ পৰা আজি জুমত যিমানবিলাক সদস্য যিমানবিলাক অংশগ্ৰহণকাৰী আছিলে তেখেতসকললৈকেও মই অশেষ অভিনন্দন আৰু ধন্যবাদ জ্ঞাপন কৰিছো ইউটিউবত ফেচবুকত তাতেও আমাৰ লাইভ ষ্ট্ৰীম হৈ আছে গতিকে মই সকলোকে পুনৰ অভিনন্দন ধন্যবাদ জ্ঞাপন কৰিছো আৰু ডক্টৰ পাল আপোনাক আকৌ এবাৰ অভিনন্দন আৰু লগতে আমি কৃতজ্ঞতা জ্ঞাপন কৰিছো আপোনাৰ এই সাফল্যত আমি সঁচাকৈয়ে অতি গৌৰৱান্বিত so we are really very proud of you আমি আমাৰ গোটেই অসমৰ মানচিত্ৰ যিখন মানে নেশ্যনেল লেভেলৰ যিটো মানচিত্ৰ সেই মানচিত্ৰখনক আপোনালোকে কিমান ওপৰলৈকে লৈ গ'ল so that okay we can feel it গতিকে ভৱিষ্যতে আপোনাৰ আৰু উন্নতি হওক তাৰে কামনা কৰি মই এইখিনিতে সকলোৰে হৈ 15 মিনিট শিক্ষাৰ সকলো সদস্যৰ হৈ যে ইয়াত অংশগ্ৰহণকাৰী আটাইকে ধন্যবাদ আৰু কৃতজ্ঞতা জ্ঞাপন কৰি মই এই শলাগৰ শৰাই অনুষ্ঠানটো সামৰণি মাৰিছো
সমাপ্ত কৰাৰ পূৰ্বে আকৌ এবাৰ আমাৰ পৰৱৰ্তী অনুষ্ঠানৰ বিষয়ে ক'ব খুজিছো ছেপ্টেম্বৰৰ 15 তাৰিখে আমাৰ অতিথি হ'ব আনন্দ ভাদুৰী তেখেতে ৰিচেণ্টলি ইণ্টাৰনেশ্যনেল মেথমেটিকেল অলিম্পিয়াডত গ'ল্ড মেডেল পাইছে ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলক অনুৰোধ কৰিছোঁ যাতে তেওঁলোক উপস্থিত থাকে আৰু লংকাৰ বিশেষকৈ লংকাৰ ছাত্ৰ ছাত্ৰীসকলক অনুৰোধ কৰিছোঁ তোমালোক যাতে পৰৱৰ্তী অনুষ্ঠানতো আহা এইবাৰ তোমালোকৰ অতিথি লংকাৰ নহ'ব পাৰে বা তথাপি আনন্দ ভাদুৰীৰ পৰা তোমালোকে বহুখিনি কথা শিকিব পাৰিবা এণ্ড অনুপ্ৰাণিত হ'ব পাৰিবা বুলি আশা কৰিছোঁ আৰু পুনৰ ডক্টৰ বাপী পাললৈ আমাৰ আন্তৰিক ধন্যবাদ জ্ঞাপন কৰিছোঁ অনুপম প্লিজ
ওকে সকলোকে ধন্যবাদ জনাই আজি তেতিয়ালে আমাৰ চৰাই ইমানতে সামৰিছো আৰু বাপী পালক পুনৰ শেষবাৰৰ কাৰণে আমাৰ ফালৰ পৰা বহুতো অভিনন্দন জনাইছো আৰু ধন্যবাদ জনাইছো ইমানখিনি আমাৰ সময় দিয়াৰ কাৰণে আৰু ইমান ধুনীয়াকৈ সকলোকে আমাক কথাবিলাক বুজোৱাৰ কাৰণে ধন্যবাদ
Thank you, sir, for giving me the platform, sir. Eto মোৰ প্লেটফৰ্ম দিয়া মানে বহুত মানে ভাল প্লেটফৰ্ম দিছে মোক মানে ইমান অপৰচুনিটি পাইছো আজি কোলাবৰেচন হৈ গ'ল এটা ভাল চিনা পৰিচয় হৈ গ'ল প্লাছ কিবা ইনপুট দিব পাৰিছো কিবা ভুল মিষ্টেক হ'লে মাফ কৰিব আৰু প্লে কৰিব মই আৰু ভালকে কাম কৰিব পাৰো
No, you certainly deserve many more